And we're back. So we've started talking about stylizing some of our copy here. We did that through our header 1, header 2, header 3, header 4 tags. And now we're going to do some other basic styling that you're going to want to probably do on a regular basis. So let's say that we want to take the first 3 words of this paragraph in here and we want to make that bold. Believe it or not, there's actually 2 different ways to do it, and there is a best practice, but both of them work, so I'll show you both of them right here. So I'll show you the old way of doing it first, where we're going to take let's say these first 3 words, and I'm going to make it bold. So the bold styling is, so the bold tag is less than, the letter B, and the greater than symbol. So what I'm going to do is, because it keeps on putting that in there, I'm going to go ahead and X that out, and I'm going to paste it at the end of my 3rd word there. Alright, so I told you there's 2 different ways to do it. Let's take a look at the difference between the 2. Because my first 2 paragraphs are actually the same text, go ahead and do the same thing to the first 3 words of the 2nd paragraph, but this time, do less than, and I'm going to use the word strong. S-T-R-O-N-G. And of course it's going to close it out there for me. I'm going to cut that out. And I'm going to paste it after the 3rd word. And let's go ahead and save our document, and let's go to the browser and see what it looks like. So hit refresh. Alright, so remember I just did the first 3 words. Right there, bold. That one right there is strong. Don't see much of a difference, do you? So the difference between these is bold is the kind of the older way to do it. It also gives you a way to tag them differently once you get into the CSS, where we can stylize maybe a bold one way and a strong a different way. But the main reason that they actually did this, what I read, was that it's actually for people with disabilities, where they have special browsers that'll actually read the information to them. When you have certain styles set up in here, strong will actually put the emphasis on that word as being bold. I have never actually used one of these browsers. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but the proper way to do it as of, I think, like late HTML4 is to use the strong tag. That is the preferred method of styling the stuff. And again, it helps people with those kinds of browsers be able to read the text a little bit differently. It is best practice, so go ahead and maybe start using strong, use it as much as you can. I think a lot of the editors by default will put in the strong tag if you're trying to bold copy. If you're using like WordPress or Joomla, a lot of times when you're using their WYSIWYG editor, you may bold the copy as if you would through like a word processor. But if you flip it over and you look at how the code looks on the back end of the website, you'll see that a lot of times they're using strong. So it is the preferred way to do it, so go ahead and get into that habit. Although you are not wrong if you use the B, it's just one other option for you. So along with bolding your copy, there is one other main style that people like to use, and that's italics. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and replace the bold up here and the strong with italics. Now again, this works the exact same way, where there's 2 different options with it. You can do the old school method, where we just do an I. Or down here with strong, the other option is EM, and that stands for emphasis. Alright, so let's save our document. Let's come back to the browser and take a look and see what that looks like. And as you can see, both of them look exactly the same. Although through the code you've got 2 different ways to do it. The exact same reasoning is that I is the older way to do it. EM is the preferred way to do it, again because of the types of browsers that read them for people with disabilities who have maybe like visually impaired, that this will actually read the text a little bit different. So again, you start hand coding this stuff, the preferred way to do it is EM, but you're not wrong if you do the I, because there are benefits to doing both of those.